Hey everyone, this is Stacey B, your online dietitian for Gout with 3E Wellness. And today we are going to talk about a comment that I saw on a gout forum. So, on this forum, someone had posted after having their first gout attack, they're looking for advice. And they ask, "Hey, got my first gout attack. What should I be eating? Are there stuff that I should be avoiding?" And a bunch of people commented, but one comment stood out in particular. A person said in their comment, "If it tastes good, then you can't eat it." Yikes, what? That sounds devastating, right? And I can understand how someone can think that thought. Because when someone's living with gout, if they're experiencing gout attacks, this is something that has been in the works, like brewing under the surface for many, many years, and oftentimes unknowing to the person. You can't really feel the crystals forming in the joints that lead to the attacks as much. And a lot of times people diagnosed with gout are also dealing with other conditions and maybe have been for a while, like diabetes or heart disease, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, chronic kidney disease. So with those different conditions, they've probably been given like handout after handout of do not eat lists, kind of putting restriction upon restriction upon restriction. So then it feels like there's nothing that they can eat. And then also thinking about the different foods that they like to eat that they grew up with, their favorite foods that are really tasty, really yummy, and those being specifically called out on those do not eat lists. So yeah, I can totally see why someone thinks that. And I wonder if you continue to think that thought, if it tastes good, I can't have it, then you're going to be really unhappy. And pretty much all the time, because on the one hand, if you are eating rabbit food because you think that it's good, quote unquote good for gout, you'll probably be unhappy, pretty miserable. That's what I hear. And on the other hand, when you decide and give in to eating that delicious food that you love, that is quote unquote bad for gout, in an instant it's going to feel great to eat that thing, but then the next moment you're going to feel guilty and maybe a little shame, like, oh shoot, I know this is going to cause another flare or whatever it might be. So that's lots of unhappiness. Sounds pretty miserable. And one thing I want to offer is that, thinking about it, food is something you deal with every single day. And if you eat 3 meals a day, that's 21 times in a week that this thought, if it tastes good, you can't eat it, or I can't eat it, might come up for you. So you're interacting with this thought, and what does that lead you to? Things that come to mind are frustration, right? Anger, justifiably so. Lack of control, like it's like lose-lose situation either way, right? Annoyance that other people can eat whatever they want and I can't. Lack of fun. I'm missing out on the fun of other people because they get to eat that, or I'm going to say no to these things, or I'm going to say no to this meeting up with friends because I know that I can't eat whatever they're going to have. And honestly, that leads to isolation, feeling like you're completely alone, that you're the only one dealing with this, or that people, other people in your life don't understand what you're going through. Whoa, that is a lot. That's a lot that comes from this one thought. if it tastes good, I can't eat it. That's a lot. Definite misery, right? So I want to offer you a different thought. What if the thought that you have in your brain is that there's nothing I cannot eat? There's nothing I can't eat. What? That sounds so much better, right? And you might be thinking, is that even possible? Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. There's so much going on with food and our food choices and our lifestyle choices. There are ways to fit in the foods that you love, delicious foods. There are ways to understand how food affects your body. And that's why working with an experienced dietitian can help you with that. They can help guide you, coach you, educate you on how food affects the body. And then ultimately, you'll be able to make informed food choices no matter what situation you're in. And you can choose to eat foods that are delicious and are gut friendly. Absolutely. So there's a little bit of this in a free video guide available to you. It's called the Resolving Gout Starter Guide. There's a little bit of that kind of teaching in that video. So I'd love for you to have it and check it out. You can sign up for free. The link will be in the caption or in the bio. And so please check it out. And I hope this was helpful for you. Take care, and until next time.